Sonic, meet Knuckles, my new BFFAE.
Sometimes scenes don't exactly fit in a movie the way it was planned and don't make it to the final cut. Today we're going to take a look at the scenes that got cut from Sonic and also give you some news about the sequel which just hit theaters.
This world is on the far side of the universe. You should be safe there.
The cutscenes. One of the deleted scenes of Sonic showed us an alternate opening for the movie, in which we see one of the main characters, Longclaw the Owl, have a different fate than the one shown in the movie. In the movie, we saw Sonic and Longclaw running away, being pursued by some unknown villain, and Longpaw is fatally wounded. In her dying moments, she bequeaths a bag of rings and some parting advice to Sonic. However, in the deleted scene, what happened was that Longclaw escaped to Earth with Sonic and they both lived together in hiding. She still died before the story really picked up, but it was because of old age, with Sonic being by her side taking care of her. Most of the scene is unfinished CGI. Clearly, the idea was discarded and replaced with the other version we were given, but not that early, judging by how much work is done here. In the end, the altercation doesn't affect the bigger story. Perhaps they felt that the opening would be better with more action, or maybe just that the feeling was this version of the scene was too long, and the point could be made in less time. The version of Sonic the Hedgehog fans saw gets through the backstory parts very quickly. In fact, the deleted scenes also have an alternate introduction for James Marsden's character too. So there was a lot more footage earlier in the movie at one point during its making than what fans got to see in theaters.
This is my power, and I'm not using it to run away anymore.
What was the ending? Warning, there's plenty of spoilers up ahead, so if you still haven't seen the first movie, you should probably do that first. At the end of Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic and Dr. Robotnik have an intense chase all around the world. They went all the way from San Francisco to China, and then came back to where they started in Green Hills, Montana. The evil doctor stalks our hero through his ringed portals of transport with a flying machine that's getting energy from one of Sonic's electrified quills, ending up again in the small town that he's secretly been living in for around 10 years now. Before the events taking place in the movie, the existence of Sonic is proven to the townspeople, especially Hedgehog theorist Crazy Carl. Wanting to annihilate his foe, he convinces the town to stand back and let things happen. But Sonic's new friend, Sheriff Tom Wachowski, stands in between the two. When asked why he did that, Tom said it's because he and Sonic are friends. Now conscious from his injured condition and super energized and ready for a fight, Sonic gets up and throws one of his rings right behind Dr. Robotnik's aircraft. Then Sonic assumes his trademark spinball formation and crashes into Dr. Robotnik's flying machine. The force of Sonic's impact not only breaks the machine entirely, it knocks Dr. Robotnik into a planet full of mushrooms, probably the same place which was Mushroom Hill Zone from Sonic and Knuckles.
I don't know how you got back, but you made a big mistake coming here.
The sequel, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, is officially screening in theaters now. Director Jeff Fowler talked about the much-awaited sequel. He spoke about what it's like in the editing room and how it wasn't easy to pick the best Jim Carrey takes, how they managed Idris Elba doing the voice of Knuckles, the hardest things to do in the sequel, as well as deleted scenes. What was it like partnering with Paramount and Sega? And he also revealed if he'd be down to direct Sonic 3. But like the first movie, this sequel comes with a post-credits scene which reveals a new character. Fowler talks about how they managed that without spoilers too. In this movie, Sonic wants to prove he can be a real hero and gets a chance to live up to that when Dr. Ivo Eggman Robotnik, played by Jim Carrey, makes a comeback with a new partner, Knuckles, on a quest for an emerald strong enough to annihilate whole civilizations. In order to save the world, Sonic partners with Tails, and together they go on a journey around the world to locate the emerald before it can be used for evil. In Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Ben Schwartz voices Sonic, Idris Elba did Knuckles, Colleen O'Shaughnessy did the voices of Tails, James Marsden, Tika Sumpter, Natasha Rothwell, Adam Pally, and Shemar Moore.
Papa's got a brand new stash.
The box office successes. As per reports by Deadline, Sonic 2 has bagged the top spot this weekend with an approximate gross of $67 to $69 million. This is after bringing in $26.5 million, including $6.25 million in preview showings on the Friday of its opening. It came as a shock how big of a jump this was from the film's actual weekend estimate, which was $50 to $60 million. When compared to the original Sonic the Hedgehog, which brought in $58 million in its opening opening weekend, that is almost a $10 million jump with the second movie. The present estimate is also pretty good, as it would put the sequel on the same level with the first film's 4-day holiday opening of $70 million. This is what happens when you have a successful first film. The second one has really good chances at the box office. Paramount has brought its A game since last year, putting out excellent movies. Many fans actually found the sequel even better than the first movie, which is quite rare. It is an improvement in practically every way possible, showcasing Jim Carrey to the epicenter of the franchise's comedic universe, and at the same time giving us 2 new animated characters and fleshing out the human roles. Sonic is also much more likable in this movie. Many didn't like the film's runtime of 2 hours, saying they felt it was too long and could be shorter.
Trust me, there will come a moment when your powers will be needed. But you don't choose that moment. That moment chooses you.
What happens in Sonic 2? After what went down in the first film, Sonic has made himself right at home in his new Green Hills, Montana home with Tom, played by James Marsden, and Maddie Wachowski, played by Tika Sumpter. From there, he sometimes moonlights, usually with terrible effect, as a crime fighter in cities within walking distance. Shortly after being told to stay home alone for the first time while Tom and Maddie attend her sister's wedding in Hawaii, who is voiced by Rachel Natasha Rothwell, Sonic finds out that Mr. Robotnik has gotten out of the Mushroom Planet and partnered up with Knuckles. We see Knuckles declare Sonic to be his arch-nemesis. He believes Sonic will show him the way to the Master Emerald. At the same time, a yellow fox nicknamed Tails comes from Sonic's planet and helps him not get kidnapped by Robotnik and Knuckles. Using technology taken from his trusted flunky Stone, played by Lee Majdoub, Robotnik and Knuckles follow Sonic and Tails all the way from a mountain in Siberia to an underwater kingdom in Hawaii, also destroying Rachel's wedding. When Robotnik robs the Master Emerald for his own plans, Knuckles is forced to choose whether to follow a grudge against Sonic that, by the looks of it, began before both of them were born, or team up to stop a new enemy whose evil plans could lead to Earth and their homeworld both being wiped out.
Great.
And if you screw up my wedding, I will end you.
Sonic 3, we know what you're thinking. Just what does that mid-credit scene really mean? Just who is that black hedgehog? It's time to take an in-depth look at the video game's lore of Sonic to find out more. After Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles teamed up to defeat Dr. Robotnik's giant robot, the evil scientist fell to his death among the debris of the Death Machine. But you know the rules. Without a body, we cannot believe in anyone's death. So we had our suspicions too when a soldier of the Guardian Units of Nations wasn't able to find his body. He apparently made a gateway in the chaos and will make his return with a brand new plan. Shadow the Hedgehog was introduced in 2001's Sonic Adventures 2. In the game, we find out that Shadow came from an experiment by Dr. Robotnik's grandfather. He also has super speed. However, contrary to the Blue Hero, Shadow is not bound by the same moral code, which turns him into either a deadly adversary or a powerful ally. The third Sonic the Hedgehog film will probably show us both the good and bad side of Shadow. Thanks for sticking around till the end of the video. If you enjoyed our content, please smash the like button, share, and subscribe to our channel for more videos just like this one.
Wait! Don't hurt him!